Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Regina. Welcome, YouTube. Really, really glad to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. So, I wanted to come and encourage you. First of all, I wasn't going to come in and post anything until it was officially Black Friday. Why? Because on Thursday, Thankful Thursday, I celebrate with my family and friends, and my new lifestyle affords me the opportunity to do that. But I wanted to come in and offer you a message that's tailor made for you based on the fact that I do what I do very well, which is to help you develop a mindset for growth and for success so that you can have a transformed lifestyle. So I was reading doing a devotional and had this wonderful thought. Radiance, hello, so good to see you. So good to see you guys over on Periscope, YouTube. I know you guys are coming and coming along. This is new for you guys, so hopefully you'll continue to tag along. But I have a little message for you. And the first, I'm going to start with my story, and then I'm going to share another story. But this is my third year of being an entrepreneur. I'm going past my third year, actually, of being an entrepreneur. And I will tell you, even though I'm doing some of the same things that I did before in terms of my private practice, I am doing quite a bit that is different, that stretched me, that had me growing. But I had a super why, and the super why will always motivate you to continue doing. What I mean by super why, you'll have to catch some of those Periscope teachings or come into my coaching program for a little bit more. But here's a quick idea of what it is. But the super why is not just one reason or one little simple flimsy reason that you can kind of chuck and throw out the door. A super why is a reason that really drives you to do what you do. And sometimes it has to do directly with your business, and sometimes it's a motivational factor outside of your business. Mine, for me, was my family, or is my family. So I will stay up late at night. I'll scope at 2 o'clock in the morning, where it is right now. And I'll do a whole host of things that I normally would not do just for myself. Why? Because family is important to me. They are very loved and very important to me. Now, both of my children have special needs. And if you've heard my story before, again, many of you may have heard that or know that I work for a large healthcare organization, love that organization dearly. But I found myself being torn between going to work, commuting an hour away from home, missing out on being there for lots of my kids' events, and then constantly getting calls from school or calls from other places like after school care saying, hey, your son is having a hard time or he's having a medical issue. And my son had lots of medical issues. He's a small miracle. Didn't know, doctors didn't think, other doctors didn't think that he would live, or if he lived, if he would walk or talk or do anything else. So my little miracle child, I thought about it, and I thought about my daughter, and I said, what I probably need to do is find a way that I can restructure my lifestyle so that I can work from home, continue to do the thing that I love, and just kind of revamp things. And I had this wonderful young lady say to me once, what would your ideal lifestyle be? And I started to give her a band-aid. I started to give her one little idea. And then I said, no, my ideal life would be me being home with my children, having my children homeschooled, so that if I wanted to go speak or talk or do things or go on a long missions trip, longer than a weekend or longer than just for spring break or Christmas break, that I could just pick up any time and go do these wonderful things with my family. And fast forward over 3 years later, that is exactly what I'm doing. I am living my ideal life. I'm living the life that I told this young lady I wanted to have over 3 years ago. Okay, and why am I throwing out three? I think in terms of threes, but why am I throwing out three? I'm throwing out three because there's another little story that you may or may not have heard of in the book of the Bible called First Kings of an older prophet who basically made a king really mad. And during that time, before making the king mad, or somewhere around the time that he made the king mad, basically had to go into exile. And he had basically said, there's not going to be any rain in the land until I come back and say that there's going to be rain. So he basically told the king, you weren't doing what you're supposed to do. And then just kind of rolled out. Like the old saints, they're just like, get your life right and then leave. That's pretty much what Elijah did. Um, and he went away and he was gone. Guess how long? You guessed it, 3 years. And in the third year, somebody say in the third year, okay. In the third year, guess what? He basically was told, it's time for you to go back. It's time for you to go back, confront this issue. And basically, he was told, you're going to have great success. And a lot of things happened, including the fact that it did rain again, and the prophet was basically vindicated. And then some other things happened where he kind of had some bumps in the road again, and it kind of was like hills and valleys, hills and valleys, hills and valleys. But the point I want to make about the third year is that at the end of this third year, at the end of this up and down, very dry spell, being in exile, trying to do things the right way, you know what Elijah basically did? He was blessed with the ability to prosper so exceedingly, so greatly. I mean, if you just got to go read the First Kings. I'm not gonna. This is not gonna give you a spoiler, alert, but just let me tell you that showed out and showed up in that third year. Like the rain falling was kind of like the aftermath. It wasn't like the climax. It's kind of like the after climax, But it was really that good. So the point I'm trying to make for you is number one, have a good super why behind why you're doing what you're doing, behind starting that business, behind taking that leap of faith and leap of faith and going into that career transition in terms of changing your entire persona or rebranding and going in a completely different direction. Have a great super why because that will help sustain you. I promise it will help sustain you. And then number two, we don't have 3 points today, guys. And then point number two is for you to make sure that you stick it through. Stick it through because it may not happen the first year, it may not even happen the second year. But like in the story that we just heard, and in my own personal story that I just shared, something about that third year just kind of clicks, and things just kind of all fall into place. Okay, you find out that you're not chasing people; they're chasing you. You see that you're not having to beg folks to work with you. There you're honestly, it's almost overwhelming. It's like stuff's coming out. There are engagements that I have that are coming up, national and actually even international work that I've been offered the opportunity to do. And I've had people say, "Oh, well, how did you get that connection?" And I'll say, "Well, this person reached out to me. Well, how they reach out or why did they reach out?" And I honestly don't know. I don't know. I don't know if someone gave me my name. I don't know if they work with someone. The vast majority of things are word of mouth for me. I will tell you, I don't even advertise for my psychiatric practice. For those who don't know, I'm Dr. Virginia, and what I do is I help people transform their lives by developing a mindset for growth and success. And a lot of that it relates to my 10 years of professional work as a psychiatrist. Okay, so I do mindset teaching all the time, and I've just translated into my coaching programs and the coaching products. So I will end with a note that in honor of Black Friday, and obviously this time of being grateful and easing into Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday, if you go to the website, drvirginia.com, and the trainings tab, so you can go to drvirginia.com/trainings. If you go there right now, 60% off all of the products there until Saturday. It's like Saturday morning at 4 a.m. And then Saturday, Sunday, 40% off. Finally, on Monday, 25% off. No discounts on Tuesdays because it's Giving Tuesday, and I want you to give to phenomenal organizations like War International to help anti-trafficking and rescuing children and women from sexual slavery. But give to the charity or organization of your choice on Giving Tuesday. All right. Well, you guys have a very, very blessed night on purpose. I'm going to end at some point. I'm not sure how, but you guys have a blessed night on purpose over there on Periscope. Take care. And for you guys here on YouTube, oh, lots of catastrophe here. Let's see, how are we going to end? I have no idea. I don't know how to end this thing, but we're going to end. Okay, have a very blessed night on purpose. Take care.